We are back live on the tube. For how long? Who knows? Maybe not a very long time, but we're going to do some story for the time being. I wasted enough time earlier for the time being, again, showcasing how long it can take to find treasures. Sometimes it can be incredibly time consuming, taking up to the upwards of 45 minutes just to find like 3 or 4 treasures and unlocking a couple of waypoints for fast traveling.
Need to cloak myself here.
So I figured I would stick to the task at hand. For anybody that was here before, we were with Halfdan, that big brute there that became king, and then there was his betrayer that poisoned him using lead cups for years, and it was driving him crazy. Kind of like how it automatically puts a cloak on my fucking character. That drives me crazy. Then I gotta keep doing this. It ruins the immersion of showing off my tattoos, damn it. Quit doing it. Alright. So now, what's interesting about this quest is the fact that we went back to Randvi, the woman that we have been laying with, which is our brother's wife, but, you know, that's another story for another day. And we were supposed to go to Worcester Sauce, whatever the name is here. But somehow, there was a quest for Halfdan again. Lost Glory. Ivor returns to Halfdan, but finds only Moira. Something is amiss. So it's like, what is happening there? So, I thought that I would go back and see exactly what's going on.
It cannot end like...
So at first I hated his guts, but he kind of grew on me. I feel like my posture's not right. Give me a moment. Posture's very important. I'll extend the microphone a bit more. That's what it is. I need to bring the microphone back some. So what ends up happening sometimes is, it's hard to explain, but my boom stand arm, it moves quite well. But if you really extend it, like it's like a scissor hook thing, boom arm, and past a certain point, it goes from being loose to it becomes harder. It's just the way the design is, don't ask. So I get lazy sometimes to kind of refund it, that little extra bit. Anyways, because I don't want to hunch over. Because that's a terrible habit.
I wonder how Halfdan fares, now that he sits on the throne.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Big green light. Oh.
Moira may know where Halfdan is. Moira, is something wrong?
Weep for Northumbria.
Is it Halfdan? Has he gotten worse?
His heart is broken. He's a mere shadow of himself. With Faravid lost and his brothers away, he wallows in paranoia and sadness.
I could speak with him. Where is he now?
Wandering the fields of Pitteringa with his beloved Beonton.
I'll find him. Thank you, Moira.
I have this weird feeling that there's going to be more to this quest than just having a heart-to-heart with Halfdan. Just something tells me. Now, we're in an alliance with him. But it's interesting that I can still walk up to this guy and assassinate him. That's kind of odd. And if I did, it would not ruin my reputation. Which is interesting. Okay, where on the map? Oh, wow, all the way over there. Okay, well, I suppose we can fast travel here. Get there a little bit quicker. See what's going on. See what's cooking. But yeah. By tomorrow, I will have hit 80 hours in this game. Hey, not too bad, you? 540 ink. Have I seen you before? I think I have. There's somebody else that comes in and they have like a 540 number. Were you AAK 540 314159264? Yeah, you see that? Don't you feel special? I remembered you. You're the special, not just a regular AK. Oh no. You're a double AK 540. Oh yeah. Okay, where? No, not where. Yeah, let's just jump. Totally screws me up when people change their name. It's funny because I'm a very small YouTuber. But I still meet enough people that it's becoming difficult to remember everyone. That's why those people that are rich that LiveStream, they're like, they don't even care. They don't even look at the chat. But I've discussed that before, right? That I get why they can't. Like I've said, some of the big guys that get 50,000 people in their streams, I mean, you can't do it. You can't do a one-on-one. It's impossible. Yeah. Oh, I wonder what kind of mischiefy shit I'm gonna get into. I was watching Shroud, right, the other night. He was just sitting and browsing Reddit. Yeah, but you see what I'm getting at? And I love Shroud, so Shroud is someone I like. Because he's not a, okay, guys, so check it out, right? So the fucking most OP fucking MP5 bros, you gotta fucking check it out. So stay tuned. It's your boy. I told you, all those people that talk like that need to be castrated. Every single one of them. They cannot be allowed to reproduce. Shroud is an example of how one should be. That's how you do it. But again, it just shows you, though, when you're someone like Shroud, and the people are invested in Shroud, it doesn't matter what the fuck the guy's doing. Hey, so what'd you do today? Well, you know, I was just hanging out with Shroud. He was just browsing Reddit. 20,000 people in the chat. That's what I mean. It comes to a point where if you're lucky, you're so big, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what game you're playing. Doesn't matter what your political affiliation is. People are just invested in you. They're gonna watch and engage with you, regardless of what you do. Which is why with me, I used to get, not worried, but I used to wonder, oh man, what games should I have as my go-tos? And I just stopped caring and stressing out. It's like, why don't I just play what I want in that moment? You can't please everybody anyways. There's going to be some people that stick by your side and some people that don't. You can't have everyone. It's impossible. It is not doable. Yeah, when you get famous enough, you don't even need to stream. That's what I mean. Like, actually, you know what? Let's talk about that for a moment. I know there's only like 4 people. You just need to exist on a stream. That's right. And I want to talk about that a little bit because it's relevant to how I've been feeling. So, what I hate about YouTube, there are some things I hate about YouTube, and I've complained about it before. It's just being straight up honest. So, 95% of my content is absolute shit. It just does not generate any buzz. I'm talking like 15 fucking views, 10 views, maybe 50 views, couple here, 100, 200. What sustains me month to month for the past year and a half that I've been monetized, because I haven't been on YouTube active that long, is like 5% of my videos that get 50 to 300,000 views each. They're just constantly getting viewed. That's what's pouring the gravy on the potatoes every month. The rest of the stuff that I do, the blood, sweat, and tears I'm exaggerating, but it really is mentally draining. I used to work 2 jobs before I got put on disability. And I used to do landscaping. I used to run a security company. I used to install alarm systems and all that kind of stuff. I used to teach martial arts. Like, I've done a lot of cool things in my life. And now it's like, what do? Sit around talking to a microphone, look into a camera, and try to become socially relevant. Now, it's a lot of fun, but it's mentally draining. It's very cutthroat. It's competitive. Remember I was talking to you about Assassin's Creed? All these bloody little pieces of armor, every fucking little treasure chest. I've already uploaded like 70 goddamn videos. Look how many more I would have to do. Look at that. Look at all the yellow. I can't do it. There's people out there, they've got teams on their YouTube channel. They're done all this. They've been done for a fucking week. It looks like I haven't even scratched the goddamn surface. And I'm killing myself. I'm losing sleep over it. I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning with fucking pounding headaches. I'm taking Tylenol when I haven't done that shit in 25 years. It's wild because if you don't get the shit out on time when it's relevant, forget it. You're not getting 5,000 views on your video. You'll get 5 views. And most of my videos do terrible to begin with. So I always feel stressed out. Like, oh my god, quick. Oh my god, this came out. Holy fuck, quick, put the game on easy. We gotta rush. Quick, quick, quick. Fuck everything else. Just fucking... You know what I mean? Like, rush through the game. Don't sit back, lay back, and enjoy it. Don't enjoy the game. You don't got time to enjoy it. Every 5 minutes I'm uploading a fucking video. I gotta pause the game. I gotta start tagging it. I gotta title it. I gotta thumbnail it. I gotta add it to the playlist. It doesn't sound like much, but when you do that 100 times in a couple of days, those 30 seconds, they add up a lot. And the next thing you know, you've spent almost a quarter of your time not even playing the goddamn game. You've just been on YouTube tagging and uploading shit. Then you gotta wait for it to upload. Then you gotta click next. And you gotta make sure it got monetized. Oh, it got improperly flagged as not suitable for advertisers. And you gotta click on the fucking thing. Request a review. Click OK. Refresh the page. Go back to your game. You know what I mean? And it drives me nuts. The point I was trying to get at with what we've just been discussing is when you're so big on YouTube, you ain't got to nickel and dime all that bullshit. You just got to flap your gums, turn the camera and the microphone on, and shit's happening. There's YouTubers out there that just do Let's Plays. They're getting hundreds of thousands of views per video and they're not even live streaming. Hundreds of thousands. The Rad Brad gets millions of views per video. He doesn't tell you how to make your gameplay experience any better. He doesn't show you where the treasures are. He doesn't show you how to get that badass axe, how to get that glowing Thor's hammer. He doesn't do that. He doesn't help you get to the promised land in your game. All he provides is entertainment. But that is so much easier. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to keep up with the updates of the video game. Hell, he doesn't even review games.
Stand up, Hafton. I'm taking you back to Jorvik.
His part 1 for this game is like 4.5 million
Up,
views.
my lord. You're a king. You're not allowed to sulk.
Holy fuck.
Men bled and died to sit you on that throne. So go, sit.
My brother, Ivar. Did he die well?
He died fighting.
You slew my brother and never said a word. You kept this from me.
It was no secret. Abba knew.
Sorry, I have to pause it. Yeah, so my subscriber to view count is actually piss low. It's supposed to be around 10 to 15%. 20% is considered really high. I only have a 3% subscriber to view count. If I had 80 million like PewDiePie, you'd still get a metric fucked up. Yeah. But it is a numbers game. You put loads... Yeah, well, that's like me. I mean, I've got almost Well, not almost. I'm going on 12,000 subscribers, and I'm getting as many views on average on my videos as I did when I had no subscribers on my channel. Like, none. None. I still average 15 views. Not 1,500, not 15,000. 15 views per Let's Play video. When I set out to be a YouTuber and I said, you know what, I've been procrastinating for 15 years. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's make the money. Let's get off the disability. Let's self-sustain ourselves and become something we've always wanted to be. In some ways, I technically haven't progressed. I went from having no subscribers to 12,000. But again, if your subscribers just go, oh, he seems like a cool bro. They subscribe, but they don't watch your shit. The subscribers mean nothing. Get it? So, it could be painful. Like I said, the average views on my videos, they're no different than they were 2 years ago when I started this journey. That's the thing that kind of blows. I've just decided that I shouldn't care so much about how well they do. Yeah, I just upload videos I would watch now, exactly. Which is why nobody... Yeah, well, I get a lot of subscribers every month, between 600 and 900, almost 1,000 subs a month. But it's not... As much as my subscriber count is increasing, as many people are subscribing to my channel because of my live streams, my average viewership in my live streams aren't increasing. You know. How's the Sunday night going? Well, I got a bit of a headache, so I took some Tylenol. Thought I would stream for a bit. Thing is, most of these big streamers who have actual agents, and managers, full teams that do all the work. Exactly, there's that too. I dislike the people who pay editors to make their videos too. It's not even their content, and that's right. It's not their originality, their creativity, or anything. Some YouTubers piss me off with their enthusiasm. Yeah, because they overdo it. The little kid YouTubers. They're like proper fuckboy looking kids, and they act super excited about, oh guys, yo guys, check it out. It's happening. It's like, even people on meth, you know what I'm saying? They eventually come down from the high. Yeah. Are you mad? I'm not mad. I'm not little. 13. I'm confused. But yeah, let's get into it before the few people that are in here are like,
Leave me.
I will
bye-bye.
not. I've come to see you safely home. Now,
So that's
get
my
up.
little rant again about YouTube.
I mislaid my hammer. I think Beonton ran off with it, but I'm not well, Eivor.
I'll find your hammer, and then you'll come with me.
I was on my way to Scarborough. If you
The
find
Scarborough
my
Affair.
hammer, bring it to me there.
He is waiting at Scarborough. Scarborough Fair. That's a classical song I can play on the guitar, by the way. Your character must be the Iceman. Who, me? Or are you guys talking amongst yourselves now? I'm confused. Cody thought I meant he was a little kid YouTuber. I should have put a comment after the comment before I said, oh. Alright, where are we going again? Let's take a look at the map. He lost his hammer. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Kinda. Let's just see. Let's just go from point A to point B for a little bit. Like I said, I don't know how long I'll be streaming for there tonight. But... Oh, and there's a guy. Do you guys know Rich from Review Tech USA? Bald dude like me, wears glasses, has a beard. Has almost 1 million subscribers. He's got 956,000 subs. He's live streaming right now. He averages 2,000 people in his streams. You know what he does? He talks. He's interesting. I like him. But he talks. He'll talk politics like I do. He'll talk video games like I do. He doesn't really play games, though. And that was this thing again. Like we were discussing earlier there, 540. Comes to a point where you grind, you do all these things on YouTube to get a bunch of subs. Then it comes to a point where it's almost like you can I don't want to say the easy way out, but you don't have to do anything extra to impress the people, if that makes any sense. You don't even have to play a game. You don't have to try and be funny. You just got to turn on the camera and talk like you're talking to a friend on the phone. And you're making mucho dinero. Like crazy money. Like when you just talk and rant about a PlayStation 5 and you're like, hey guys, so there's a coil whine, right, with the PS5, and I think it should have been released in the spring of 2021, iron out some of the bugs. Yeah, I get it, a lot of people are saying, you know, it's easy for you to say because you've got a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. But, you know, you should have waited, and don't worry about it if the coil whine's not that loud. You should probably still hang on to it. If it's pretty loud and it's obnoxious, sure, trade it in. Just that video alone, 150,000 views in a day. Just to say that. That's 3/4 of the amount of views I get in an entire fucking month when I upload like 120 videos. Do you see what I'm saying? That's gotta be cool when you work your ass off on YouTube to where you can just ramble about your feelings and your thoughts. You're not helping people, again, share game tips and how to make their gameplay experience better. You're just rambling on about what you're thinking. And you're getting paid big, big dollars for that. That is powerful. That is insane. Never heard of him. He's pretty cool. His character has no... What? Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, you're talking about the Painfully Crinkly Kids channel? Who? I'm so confused. I don't mind talking with you. I don't come here to watch you play. You seem like a chill guy. Thanks, and I'm glad I get to call you my friend. Hopefully prove I'm worthwhile. For sure. What's the point of the Tine axe? Sorry, the what? What's a Tine axe hatchet?
I am waiting to fight your champion, Loki Rabbit. I've been ready. I am ready. Fists up.
Uh-huh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'ma box you out like Mike Tyson, motherfucker. Oh! Oh, he elbow dropped me like Macho Man. No, 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 no. That's not how it works. Oh, uppercut. Come get some. Loki Rabbit. Hello, duo. Tiny.
Yield. And what did Loki Rabbit promise you, champion?
What's the point of the
Wealth,
Tiny? Why do you
fame,
always down other YouTubers?
honor.
The Rabbit said nothing. A lesson you should learn.
I don't down other YouTubers, just the ones that annoy me. Which is only a select few. I wasn't downing Rich from Review Tech at all. He's someone I've spoken to quite a few times on Twitter. I was saying, isn't it nice to be able to get to that point where you can do whatever you want and you're still getting the same views coming in? You don't have to cherry pick certain content that you know is going to get you the views. You can almost pretty much not have to ignore what used to not work for you. It will now work for you because the people are invested in you. That's not downing people at all. They're just doing what makes them some money. Exactly, which is at that point, anything they do. That's what I'm getting at. When you're first starting off, it's select content. Like when I upload a video, I know what's going to get me 10 views and what's going to get me 10,000 views. Right? But I still upload the shit that's going to get me 10 views because I enjoy it. Oh, it's because I'm using one-handed weapons. At the moment, I'm dual-wielding some one-handed axes. So compared to a two-handed axe, they'll look pretty small. But yeah, sure. Am I a little frustrated? Sure, because there's some stuff that I upload that do no better than it did 2 years ago when I started uploading. Of course I'm allowed to be frustrated with that. You work hard, you put the time in, you know what I mean? You do it up. You stay consistent, you plug away at it, as the expression goes, and you see in some areas, not all areas, because my channel as a whole does, oh my god, it does way better than I ever imagined it ever could at this point in time. Doing YouTube, it blows me away, my monthly quota, my monthly stats. But my day-to-day videos, they have not progressed at all in 2 years. That's a good chunk of time. Like I said, there's only 5% of my content. It's like I'm a one-hit wonder. I've got a few videos that sustain me every month, month after month, for 2 years straight. But the other 95% of the stuff that I do does nothing. Right? But if I don't upload it, I won't really know what's going to make me get some decent views, right? Because it's also not good to be inconsistent and only, like I said, do what you know is going to get you the views. Because the more consistent you are, you scratch the algorithm. Alright, yeah, let me try and figure this out here for a second.
Show me.
Okay, so it is down here. Is that a lasso? You mean on my back? Yeah, I think it is. I'm still trying to figure out what that is. Sometimes I look at it and I'm like, I haven't really seen it. I think it might be my harpoon skill, to be honest with you. I'm going to actually check that out in just a moment. My grandfather told me a funny thing once. He said, Lucas, you will meet people in life with opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Yeah, everyone has one, and they're mostly full of shit. Who dislikes what? Us small channels need like a YouTubers Anonymous where we can sit in a circle and bitch about how shitty YouTube is. Well, that's the thing. I don't think YouTube is shitty. I think it's fantastic. I'm just admitting that it sucks when you put a lot of time and effort into content that you're going to upload that you know is not going to do well. Like, you just know it won't because you've been doing it for 2 years, 100 times a month plus, and you're always yielding the same results. I mean, that's the definition of insanity, right? Is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Except in this case, as a whole, I am getting different results. I'm now getting 600, 700, 800 subscribers a month. A year and a half ago, I was getting like 20 subscribers a month, right? So there's a huge difference there between 20 and 800, right? Between averaging, a year and a half ago, I was averaging about 40 or... No, I'm still getting about the same. Close to 250,000 views a month is what I average, give or take. I'll be back in to see what Angry Joe has to say about watching. Oh, right. Yeah, cool. I've watched him a little bit. I must say I have been getting more views on vids, but it's not like what you get. Well, I don't get shit for views. I don't... Look how many people are in the live stream. There's 5 people in here. My average views, like I said on the video, is like 15 views. I know people with 20 subscribers that get more than 20 views per video. Looks like we found the axe.
Half-drunk needs his hammer.
But in the end, like I said, I enjoy it. You don't think when I live stream I know there's going to be enough people in here to count on one hand? Of course I know that. Right? I've been doing this, like I said, almost 60 hours a week for like 3.5, 4 months straight. With like basically no progress. And that happens, that's not necessarily a reflection, like I've said before in a prior stream. It's not a reflection of how necessarily you're doing something wrong. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to switch it up and do something different either. Sometimes it can be an indication of that. But based on other YouTubers that I've watched, I have nothing to worry about. I just need to keep being myself, not trying to pretend to be something I'm not. Just enjoy what I do. And just keep doing it. Consistency is by far the #1 key to YouTube. I found a video the other week. It was on a channel with 2 subs. It had one video with 30 million views. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that can happen too. Oh yeah, how many views a person gets and all that kind of stuff. It's not always a direct... what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a direct way of looking at someone as to whether or not they're doing well, if that makes any sense. A lot of the people, too, that do really well, they were at this when YouTube was new, right? And they stuck with it. There's a guy, Wings of Redemption. He throws rage fits, throws his controller at the screen all the time, gets angry, yells at people, threatens to cancel the stream if people don't keep donating regularly every like 10 or 15 minutes, like 10 or 15 bucks at a time. And I think he used to have hundreds of thousands of views per like video and stuff. He would get a shit ton of people in his live streams for Call of Duty, and he wasn't even all that good at the game.
Halfton awaits.
But again, at that time, he was one of the few people that was doing it. You see what I mean?
This hammer is not meant to be thrown, Halfton. Remember that next time.
My father, Ragnar, he gifted this to me. Took it off a Finnish chief. Still warm with blood when he handed it to me. I had 14 winters.
Ragnar Lothbrok was a great king.
A Finnish arrow killed my mother. A shield maiden she was. As fierce as a wolf swallowing the sun. My father swore to kill the men who took her from us.
Well, that's what happened with me. I doubted myself.
14 against 1.
Didn't think I had remotely what it took
years
to make
ago
any
in the
kind of
East.
impact on
This is
YouTube.
the West, where my father lies dead. A pile of bones in a pit of
So like back in
snakes.
204, 205 when YouTube started,
And here we are.
I had a
Still
channel.
telling stories of his life and deeds.
Didn't do nothing. I watched other people make something of themselves, like I said.
How did my brother die?
Ivar murdered an innocent man, a good man. He earned the death I gave him.
If the codes of honor demanded his death, you did what had to be done. Theoton, my boy! Come here, boy!
That's the only regret I
A
have.
dog always forgives. But he needs you home. All of Northumbria does.
I mean, think about it. 15, 16 years I've been on YouTube. Just started recording a couple of years ago.
Do a last thing for me.
Had I been
Light the
doing what I've
beacon
been
for
doing
all
the
to
past
see.
2 years for the
And
past
confirm.
15 or 16 years, I don't even want to know where I could have been by now. Maybe 100,000 subs. Maybe 200,000, 150, whatever. It'd be a lot more than 12,000, I could tell you that. I would have had 15 years of content on my channel. I already have over, what, 2,500 uploads on my channel in just a couple of years. Oh man, I would have had like, just wow, it would have been something. But you know what they say, better late than never. Light the brazier in Scarborough. So this is actually interesting. And I'll tell you why. Yeah, let me just go to it first and see if it's what I think it is. I had about 454 subs at the start of 2020. I think the lockdowns in Runa have helped my set. Yeah. Yeah, that's possible. More people are at home. For me, it's been about the same before and after. Like I said, my monthly stats are give or take roughly-ish about the same. It's been about the same, yeah. For the entire year and a half. Now I've been, like I said, monetized for a year and a half. And a year and a half ago to the day, I pretty much make the same. a little bit more. Actually, that's the funny thing. Let's talk about that. So I roughly get the same amount of views per month I did a year and a half ago. But I'm getting practically double the amount of money because my CPM percentage has increased. So essentially, per 100,000 views, you get about $200-ish. So I average about $250,000 views a month, so I get between like $500-700 a month. But when I used to get that many views a year and a half ago, I was only getting about $300 or $400. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of cool. My CPM has doubled. I think it's called CPM. Nah, I forget. It's something to do with just a percentage. Basically, the amount of money you'll get per 100,000. Not everybody gets the same amount of money, even if they have the exact same amount of views. So let's say I got 250,000 views. You got 250,000 views. You might only get $350. I might get 700. Get it? So that's why they always say, oh, how much money did you get per million? How much money did you get per this, per that? It doesn't work that way, because there's a huge difference between $300 and 700. There's a huge difference. But yet, the views are the same. You could still kind of get a ballpark figure, but yeah. To make, you know, a good little dent in your wallet, you want at least 250,000 views a month. Which is what I get. Yeah, I think I know what happens here, which is actually kind of interesting. So a while back, I went to a place and I got this axe that I really like. It's a two-handed axe. It's called the Lagertha's axe. A lot of people love it. Increases critical damage when surrounded by 3 or more enemies. I think there's a way to get a second one. And the video that I saw had this guy do this quest, and it did it for him. Well, that was underwhelming. Okay, so that worked out well. How do you get paid? Is it by check? That's directly into my bank account. Right in the bank. So roughly on the 21st-ish, so like 3rd week of each month, the money just gets plopped into my account. And then I go, sweet, time to go shopping. That was kind of disappointing. Let's try it again. No, that's not what I wanted to do, you idiot. You fucking turd. Yeah, pretty much. Seriously? That has worked really well for other similar missions about having to light shit. Let me try to find... Well, shit, if there isn't like a flame nearby or a candle, there's not much I can do. And I don't have any adrenaline to try that trick again. Oh. Oh, I think okay. No, I thought I might have figured something out, but I didn't. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Damn it. I'm trying to think outside the box, which is not always easy to do. Let me read the I mean, it's pretty obvious. Just light the brazier in Scarborough. Just you know, just light it. Not like I have a Bic lighter or anything like that. Oh, yes, thanks. Yeah. See what happens when you're half asleep? I keep forgetting I have a torch. Yeah, just I'm tired. Exactly. Okay, so now that was done. And I think our game may have bugged out. It might have bugged out. Yeah, it's, yeah, it bugged out. Because we're supposed to go back to him. And this game has a lot of game-breaking bugs like that. Now I don't remember where he was. Oh, is that him at the bottom?
Thank you, friend. You are always welcome at my home.
Nice. Okay, so he acknowledged that. You're supposed to get rewarded. This game is really interesting. So that Lagertha axe, okay? You get it automatically when you do this mission, but because I found another way around it, and I just went in a house up north and grabbed it, I think you can't have two of the same. And his dog just took off and it's glowing red. So what, that's it? So he acknowledged what I did. That may have just been it. Well, it's that whole thing when you use the vision like this. It'll highlight enemies in red. But for some reason, dogs get glowing red. I don't get it. Ah, well, whatever. So all the way up here, right here actually, there's a flooded house. And I went there, and that's how I got the Lagertha's axe. If you didn't get it there, and you do his quest, that's how another guy got the Lagertha's axe. So it's just interesting. Pretty much. He's like, I'm half done. Fuck around with me. He should have a mount like this. Hop on. You're just gonna walk home? You too good to mount up? He's just looking at me. He's like, bitch, I walk. Look at him strutting, doing his thing. Except now I'm kind of tempted to follow him home because I don't know if there's supposed to be more to the story or not. Do you know what I mean? Like, I kind of feel like that just kind of ended abruptly. Well, not really. He did say you're welcome anytime, I think. So I think there was a little bit of closure. Can we nudge him? No, he's too big of a brute. Can I push you off the bridge? Oof, you must be wearing a cup. No banter, no small talk, just nothing. It's like we've never met before. You're just walking like you own the place. Pretty much. But I mean, I don't think I'm gonna follow him home. Oh my god, that's a long walk. Oh! That's important. Those are part of the order. So you need to kill those zealots. See the red? They're dead, because when you do that and you kill them all, you end up getting the last Thor's piece of armor, which is the cloak. And when you do that, you're able to get Thor's hammer. Well, the thing I want to know is this. Where's he going? Oh, he's probably going back over here. Yeah, whatever. Alright, let me go after this guy here. Let's follow him. And then we'll see if we can find him again. We could see him in the distance riding on a horse. The zealot. And we've got him there. What road am I on? Okay, so I'm up there around that river. Okay, let me see if I can go find him after. That's what we'll do. Now, don't forget, the game is on easy. Fine, I get it. I don't really care. My next playthrough on my own is going to be on the absolute hardest difficulty. And I'm going to reset like half my points in my skill tree. Yes. I'm gonna mutilate him so bad. He's gonna look worse than when his mama tried to abort him. Oh. No, 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 no. I'm on fire, bitch. Oh. It's quite the long sword there. Are we compensating for something else that's lacking? How's a little curb stomp? Right in the fucking skull. No, you're too slow. And good night. I'll let you get up, just for the fun of it. And I'll shoot you in the cock. Exactly. Do you keep your skills on your second? Well, there's no New Game Plus yet. These guys don't say anything interesting. They just talk nonsense. I mean, they will bring New Game Plus eventually. So when you kill someone, you can booby trap their body. It's actually really funny. And then what you do is you grab the body like this, as an example, and you just throw it at someone like that, and their body explodes. It's, like, hilarious. It explodes on impact. Alright, let's go see if we can find that fucker again. It was. Well, this chat is supposed to be rated R. It's not meant for kids. That's why I take the responsibility of putting my channel as flagged not suitable for kids. Because that would just be creepy. Alright, let's see if we can find that fucker just strolling through the woods. He would have followed the path. Yeah, he's definitely gone. Okay. We'll go on autopilot. There, it'll just follow the road automatically. I don't even have to look. Yeah, so I'll stream for like... That's almost been an hour already. Yeah, I think I'll probably end it in probably just a few minutes, to be honest. I'm probably going to go for another walk again. Picheringa. Oh, that's not where I want to go. Well, he probably kind of went through here. Nah, he probably didn't. He probably went this way. So, oh, there he is. There he is. We found him. I don't know why I'm excited by that. And no, I'm not going to follow him all the way home. He's trying to... Look at that, he almost jumped over the fence. He's like, fuck that. I'll lie in the pigsty. Then have this creepy motherfucker follow me around again. What's another quick thing I could do? Let's start off with this. That's the next zone. I think it's one of the last zones I have now to conquer before I beat the game. That was the spot that took me earlier. Remember that? If you were in here earlier. It took me almost an hour to get the 3-4 chests that were in here and like these 3 fast travel points. But now that I got that out of the way, I can fast travel right to my next objective. Oh, he wouldn't be there. When I can get this damn disc to work, I'm going to grind the hell out of this game just to enjoy the snowy region, of England. Well, there's no such thing as Assassin's Creed and safety. Those don't go in the same sentence together. But yeah, I'll just do a little bit of that thing. Like I said, probably another 5-10 minutes max. And I'll probably end the stream. Probably go for another walk again. And then head off to bed. I've been kind of going to bed a little bit later lately. But I've been kind of enjoying that. But I've been still waking up really early. So that's been shortening my sleep, which isn't always a good thing. I still have to look at my skills to see why I have like a lasso around my ass.
The seat of King Alfred's power, where hawk shit stains my boots.
Where hawk shit stains my... That's funny.
I will find the man in white in their god's house.
Is it this one? I hope so. Thank God.
This must be the house of their timid god. They built him a rich dwelling.
First of all, let's meditate until it's daytime. Oh, Minecraft creepers, yeah. GTA, yeah. Why do people freak out when they see me? Let's go to our abilities. Let me see if I can unassign something here. What is this? Piercing shot. That's not it. That's to summon the wolf. I wonder what is causing that. I wonder what is causing that. Be pretty interesting. Piercing shot. Like that. I don't know. That's the Valkyrie jump. That is the punch, the Russian bash, yeah. Poison strike. Throwing axe fury. See, there's a harpoon there. That would have made a little bit more sense if I had the harpoon skill assigned. I don't know what that thing is that he's got around him. It looks like almost like a lasso with a spear at the end. Now that little axe he's got at the back, that's for when he's like throwing stuff or skinning an animal. He uses that in an animation. But the lasso, I have no idea. Yeah, wasted. I've seen that message a lot. Damn cop. Oh yeah, when they insult you. You don't have any single-player games? Really? Okay, let's do this for a couple of minutes quickly, and then I'll... Oh, would you calm down? No, no. That's what I mean, I don't recall... Okay, seriously? Fuck off. And we'll booby trap him. You wanna see? You wanna see something funny? I gotta end the stream on a high note. Oh, would you just pick him up? You wanna see something funny? Get ready for this. Watch, 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 watch. Bombs away! Oh, shit. That ruined it. Don't worry, I'll make you laugh.
Pay for your sins.
Boom! Human grenade.
Hey, we have the advantage.
Do you? Where's the advantage? Oh, shanked and on fire. You sure you want to end up like him? One shot. Oh my god, I just fucking speared him so hard he did a backflip. And I'm on fire, literally. That's how hot I am. I fucking speared him, that's fucking hilarious. Did like a complete backflip. Yeah, when those NPCs yell like that, I just want to knock them the fuck out. Like, just calm down. I don't know why they keep freaking out. Okay, seriously, I gotta start remembering where I was even supposed to go to begin with. I got distracted again. Equela dos dominos, my foot in your fucking ass. Shut up. It's because they don't trust you. They remember who you are. That's why they do that.
A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope. Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you I've come to see. Is that so? When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do, but I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
I would rather not cometh on your Lord, you sick fucking freak.
If I must dance to your tune, tell me where to step.
In books one may find such wisdom. We had many in England.
Slenderman was a
before the
creepy past on
Danes burned
4chan.
down
Oh, I remember
churches.
that 4chan.
A few yet remain nearby. Or perhaps a more pious soul in need of charity will reward you with a lesson.
If I must dance to your tune,
Ah,
Or perhaps
Damn
I
it.
have nothing for you now, but I will return.
Even the mighty fall. And God's servant, the Bishop Aelfirth, was...
Oh, yeah, I'm totally not doing this yet. It's too early for this shit.
He was a man of surpassing vigor, well versed in the Bible, quick of wit, oxen...
Oh, I see.
He bathed in the river, so a gentle wash brings them closer to their God.
Okay, that's what it... Okay, so it might not be as bad as I thought. I'll just try this really quick. And...
Rose from the dead? A nice trick, and not easily done.
He's being a smartass. A nice trick, yeah.
To keepsake his memory.
Their God brings them light, just as Baldur does. Light as bright as the summer sun.
There we go. Hopefully this works now.
Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection. Thou art weighed in the balances and found wanting. Perhaps you should try again. Speak his story in order.
Or maybe I will put thy fist in your fucking mouth. So hard that his hand comes out his fucking ass. Oh, but I don't know the frickin' order.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration.
The women came with offerings, but they...
His resurrection.
God breathed on...
His baptism. Thou art weighed in the balances. Perhaps you should try again.
I will fuck you up.
God breathed on the water.
His baptism.
On the mountain his face shone.
His transfiguration.
The women came with offerings, but they could...
His resurrection. And Jesus said,
There we go.
I am the light of the world.
Yeah.
Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness. Well spoken.
Never walk in
riddle's
darkness, I
done.
promise you. If I
That is
turn off
not
the
for me
lights,
to
it's gonna get
decide.
dark.
For I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him.
That's it. Waddle your ass up the stairs.
I solved your riddle. Now all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with others.
Is he trying to pull
They
me
grow
into the
foolish
confession box?
in
Because that
keeping
shit's
to
not funny.
silence.
Hush. Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
Look at him.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Oh, I forgot what he said now.
I learned that your God fears death, just as mine do, just as every man does.
Yet through our Lord, we may achieve life everlasting in his glorious presence. Perhaps you missed that detail.
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama?
Oh.
You risk your life, Alfred King.
I
Wow.
have invited you here to speak on equal terms.
It's the king
Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex.
from that massive war earlier.
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke
Wow.
was an enemy of Wessex. but it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only
Yes.
this and little more.
Pretty much.
This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ,
Oh, yeah.
warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs.
That looks
3 men
creepy.
eager
It's
to
all
kill
like...
you.
Two
Looks
now.
like a ghost.
The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
Yeah, for real, eh?
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some
I don't know if there's
influence were
anybody in here that
murdered in
remembers
those
him.
places. In oddly specific
Yeah.
circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well.
It's one of those things where you had to be there.
This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust.
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the west gate. You may find something there.
Like I said, I don't know if anybody here now was here earlier.
Compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come.
Yeah. And he had a lot of our people killed, like when we were with Halfton. I don't know if anybody, like I said, was here earlier, but that's why it's like one of those, oh my god, like it's him. Which is why, like, these kinds of games, if you don't follow the story from beginning to end, a lot of these cutscenes won't mean diddly shit. Right? It won't be, like, anything, like... It won't be a big deal. But yeah, he was the reason we had a huge war the last time.
I need to find this reeve, Goodwin.
Yeah, now is definitely a good time for me to save it. And I shall...
Come here, I want to talk to you.
You'll get nothing from me. I'm a...
Who said that? Him? Did he say that? I guess not. Okay. I'm hearing shit. No, I feel like I'm drugged up. I'm like frickin' tired. It's like midnight here, but I still want to go for another walk. Just about to clock 74 hours into the game. But yeah. Yeah, I saved multiple times because earlier it actually said I had a corrupted save. So it's very important to do that. That way I've got 2 manual saves and a cloud save from within Ubisoft. But yeah, I might be around tomorrow at some point. I'm not too sure when, probably like in the afternoon, around 1:30 Eastern time. as long as there isn't like too much going on there. But like I said, I was a bit bored. I had a spare hour, and I was like, yeah, let's live stream, see what happens, you know. Yeah, for sure. And then tomorrow, if I can get near the end of it, it's because I'm really getting antsy to finish the story too, so I get some closure in the game. Because after that, I want to start practicing a little bit more than new Call of Duty. I've played one match since the game came out. Yeah. But yeah. All right, I'm falling asleep. Thanks for stopping by, for whoever is left in here. And like I said, if you give a shit, I should be around tomorrow, like I said, around 1:30 Eastern time. All right, bye.